Hi guys, I'm back with another video finally. I know it's been so long since I posted on this channel, and so I wanted to get back on it and post something on it, and I couldn't think about any other content but to do some propagation in plants, talk about plants. And today I have this thing that I've been thinking for over 6 months now to do, which is propagating my MONSTERA ALBO. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. MONSTERA ALBO, I call it that. I don't know what it's actually called. So I decided to cut it, and I propagate my plants normally, putting them in water, and then when I see roots, I leave them to grow for 3 to 4 inches and then cut them. And then put them in soil and make the soil really wet for like, I would say 1 week to 2 weeks, so the plant can adjust to the soil. But this time I've done the MONSTERA ALBO differently because I'm really scared to propagate it because it's the most expensive plant among all of my collection. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's really tall now, and that's why I decided to cut it. And let's go. Here's my most expensive green baby I have. So I got it around like a year and a half ago, I think, and it had only 2 leaves. And it grew lots of leaves now because I've been taking care of it really well, and I'm putting it like right here. I'm gonna show you, like right there, and it's actually facing a south direction window, I would say. So it's been growing really well, and it's loving its spot. So here we go. I decided to propagate it and have 2 instead of 1. Here I have this ball with the moss inside. I've heard a lot of people having really successful propagation with the moss and the ball, like trapping the moss in there and keeping it wet. So I decided to do that, and I've seen, oh my gosh, I don't want it to break. And I've seen a lot of good result right there. Like I can see the roots. I'm gonna show you. The roots, they're really tall. So I wrote the date on it. I put the ball on October 7th. So it's been this long so far. So it's time to cut it since I see the roots are really long there and they're trapped, so I want it to breathe. And also it's hard to like spray it with water now and making it wet, so I don't want the roots to die. So let's do it. I'm really nervous and I'm really scared, but we have to do it because it's growing so long. So the first thing I would say, if you want to propagate any plant, make sure to cut it like under a node. Like if you see here, I have some roots in here, but I would say cut it under, and then that would grow some long roots if you put it in water, or you can put it in wet soil. There's different methods for propagation, but I would say the best propagation is water. That's what worked for me all the time. Soil propagation didn't work for me that much, I would say 50%, but water propagation is the best. That's what I do. And this time I did the moss because I wanted to play it safe. I didn't want the roots like to rot or anything, so I decided to do the moss because it's the safest way to do it. So here is this, and see how it's like all the leaves facing one direction because it's like following the sun. And I have some support here, but it's so tall so it's not like standing anymore. But first, before I cut it, I'm gonna open this ball and see how long the roots are. Oh my god, okay, let's see. It's like the ball right here. Okay. It's so dry. I think it's a good time to do it. Hello. So, we'll see how long the roots are. I think they're gonna be like bonded together. So I gently removed all the moss, but there's like a bit of moss left, but that's okay because moss gets really stuck to the roots. I really got a lot of roots here. I didn't expect to have a lot of roots. Here's like medium-sized roots, and there's like really long one here that is the biggest one. And before I cut the plant, I need to make sure that there is no root rot, so I don't have problems when I put it in soil. And it doesn't seem like I do, so I'm gonna spray this with water before I plant it in here with the other, like the mother plant. So I'm planning on planting the other half that I cut into the same soil, so I have the 2 of them back in the same pot. So, oh my god, I'm so nervous. I don't want to do it, but I'm like, I have to. I have double plans, so I'm gonna go like in the middle exactly, just in case if there's some rot that's gonna happen to the stem, so I can like fix it. So we're gonna go in the middle, and oh my god, and now I have two.
So cool.
I know.
You did it. You cut it.
I know. So we have.
It's crazy that that's bigger than the size that you got when it was.
Right. Yeah, I was saying that too. Like the first year I got it, it was like only 3 leaves.
Yeah.
2 leaves with 3rd growing, but now it's like way double.
Like
Not
even
double.
that cutting
double.
is bigger than the original.
I know, right? So we have, with this cutting, we have 4 and this 4. Nice. That's pretty good. So now we're gonna remove the moss on the side, and I'm gonna take some soil out, and then gonna plant this and put the soil back. So I have 2 of them. This is like a cute cutting, and it's really large. I think most people on YouTube do cuttings with 1 leaf, but I prefer to do half of my plant and then keep doing it with half. I don't know how big the roots are for this one, the mother plant, but I'm sure they're pretty big. So I'm gonna leave the pole in here for support system for this one. And I'm gonna add this. I think this one doesn't need any support, so because it's like already standing by its own. So I need to plant it really deep so it stands. But the problem is the roots with this one is really too much. So I had to switch rooms because the first room is really, really bright and I couldn't film in it. So I came to the kitchen to do it because the light is softer. So I think, I don't know if this is good enough. Maybe I'll dig deeper. And I feel like this is good enough. I want them to face the same direction because I'm gonna make them face the sun. And here we are. Looks fuller now. Yeah?
Yeah, it looks so good. Really cool.
So this is it. I'm gonna probably water where the roots are a tiny bit so it doesn't get a shock, because this soil is a bit dry, so I need to water it for a bit. And because the roots are used to being a bit moist. And yeah, that's it for my propagation for this plant. It was fun, and I don't know, I'm not used to this. It's like really full, but I'll get used to it. Yeah, and this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want more plant content. I can create more things, and I have a lot of ideas. And if you want to see any updates about this plant, follow me on my plant Instagram. I'm gonna put it here if you want. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!